That guy was. What's up? How are you? I hope you're doing all right today. Let me make sure I got everything set up really quickly here. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, we're doing all right. Oh, we're doing all right. Oh, we're doing all right. Na, 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 na. All right. You're back. Welcome back. Paul and Bell, welcome to the TikTok stream. Hope you're doing all right today. Welcome, 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 guys. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. About to get into this real quick. Should be a fun time. Should be. We'll see. I think it will be. I'm pretty sure it will be. Did I clear the pillars? Oh, yeah, they're clear. Let me get into the world and I'll show you what we're working on. But yes, the pillars are actually clear. Yeah, you missed. I mean, you were gone for what? 5 days? There you go. Welcome to the stream. So 5 days of me grinding out mining pillars. That's a decent amount of time. Had a lot of time to mine obsidian. It was great. Yeah, so we are currently doing this. Wait, why is this not on toggle? So it's been great. Did anything eventful happen? Not really. No, it was just mining. It was just a ton of mining and losing my mind. That's really it. Let me make sure that the YouTube chat is working. Why is it not connecting to the YouTube chat? That guy said what's up on YouTube. Yeah, I mean it was not a fun grind, that is for sure, but I got it done. I did get it done. So now we can move on and do more eventful things. At least that's the hope. Also on TikTok, I unlocked some kind of like fan thing. I don't know what it does. Community Fest. My fan club. I have 8.1k points. I don't know how you get points or anything like that, but oh, there's a point guide. Oh, you get points if people gift you. Oh, I see. Well, that's cool. That's cool. Interesting. All right, cool. I don't know how that works, but sick. Sento, is this pre-recorded? No. Wait, why would this be pre-recorded? What's pre-recorded? Might not be tuning into the streams as much. I have a lot going on in my life, so I can't watch as much. That guy, I get it. I get it. I get it. The Buzz, welcome to the stream. I get it. Take care of what you got to take care of, dog. All right. Nope, this isn't pre-recorded. This is the, this is live. Would I ever consider pre-recording a stream? That seems weird. That seems odd. Not gonna lie to you. That seems a little bit odd, you know? Good job, dude. Over. You. Alright, nothing but runway. Here we go. You weren't expecting an early stream? Oh, yeah. I woke up early for whatever reason and was like, Like, because I won't be like, my wife goes back to work starting tomorrow, so I won't have as much time over the next 7 days to stream. I was like, final day to really knock out a long stream, so let's get after it. And for some reason, I really don't want to be doing placing carpet for a long time. I'm really excited about working on the next video, so that's the game plan. I don't know. You know what I mean? And yesterday I would have started an earlier stream, but I had a financial meeting to go to, and that whole thing. So I'm sure at some point I'll have to help my wife get the kids into the car. That whole thing. Welcome everybody to the TikTok stream. Hope you guys are doing all right today. Dun, 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 dun. Dom, dom, dom. I get the dirty work out the way, but I saw the short I thought was cool. Yeah, the 125 hours of my life committed to this place. Ain't no one can tell me I'm not committed. You know what I mean? It's really gonna bother me that it's there, but it's gonna stay. I'm not breaking it. I'm not risking losing a slime. Yeah, no, it's been a very long journey. It's been 3 months of grinding, 125 hours roughly of playing. I mean, that's just, it's been more than that, right? No, it's been about 100. It's probably been closer to 100 and maybe 135, because there were a few times where I left to go do some other stuff in the world, and then I had to go. I made some farms that weren't near the slime farm when I was collecting the slime blocks. So there's more than that put into this so far, but that's all right. Noah, welcome to the stream. But yeah, no, it's been a grind getting to this point, and I don't know. I know we were talking about shorts yesterday and TikToks, and I don't know. I find it really, really hard to. Maybe I should practice how I talk to the mic whenever I'm recording, but obviously I'm way quieter. I don't know, man. You know what I mean? I struggle with the whole recording stuff, and I don't know. I talk a whole lot louder when I'm on stream than I do whenever I'm recording, so it's all a work in progress. And also I know there's the idea of like making it more exciting and more, I don't know, more quick cuts and stuff like that. It's like, I don't know, I'm just gonna test my own stuff out, and I will grow that way. I'll get better at editing shorts as time goes on, as I make more of them. I'm not gonna try and force myself to do something that I'm not good at. You know what I mean? Like, no matter how good you are at editing, when you're doing a new editing style, like, it takes time. And I just gotta remind myself of that, so there's that. But I feel like I'm naturally a little bit better at streaming than I am at like editing and making videos. I think my personality fits streaming a little bit better, but that's okay. I like still love making videos, you know? Yeah, that's the thing. No matter what you do, unless you are just you have like God-given talent, and if you do have that, awesome. But like, everything is a process, and I don't know. I love I'm trying to fall in love with the process rather than the result. You know what I mean? Streaming is so much more natural. I agree. I've also thought about going, like, I don't want to go back to school, but I've also thought about going and taking like a videography class or something like that. Just to, I don't know if it would actually be any helpful. Like, if it actually be helpful, you know, if it would just be a waste of money. It'd probably just be a waste of money. But I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm just doing my own thing, you know, I'm living my own life. I feel like that's the best thing you can do, is just live your own life. Welcome everybody to the TikTok stream. Hope you guys are doing all right today. We are currently placing carpet. We're turning this entire floor white so that I can start working on the design that I'm putting on it, because I'm going to be using lime green, and I want this to be covered in white, and I want the design to like have like a hovering effect. I don't know if that actually will work. Like, I want it to, I don't know if it's actually going to look like it's hovering because there's no shadow, but whatever. That's what we're doing. That's what we're gonna do, and we'll just see how it goes, I suppose. It's either gonna work or it's not, and we'll cross that bridge when the time comes. I feel that I watched YouTube videos over videography or whatever it's called. I learned some keynotes. Now I need to develop skills to implement it. Exactly, right? And it's so hard because you can get sucked into like this black hole of watching videos after watching videos after watching videos and like never actually take any action. And that's one of the worst things you can do, right? It's always better to take a step forward by trying than it is to just sit there and watch videos. And I see people, obviously you're a man of action and you're trying to build a podcast and it's something that you and your friend are working on, and I love that. I have a lot of people that ask me like, how do I grow on YouTube? Or not a lot of people. I've had a few people ask me, how do you grow on YouTube? And I'm like, I don't know, dude. I don't have a large channel. The best thing you can do is start making content and adjust. Learn and adjust. Learn and adjust. Learn new skills, apply it, and see if it works. If it doesn't work, figure out why it doesn't work and make an adjustment. I think too many people are afraid of doing that. Implementation is so important. You know what I mean? It's so important. It's so important. And if you can't do it, it's fine if you can't do it. It's just, you know what I mean? It's just something that I think is important to work on. I think that's on any platform. Yeah, dude, DaVinci Resolve is so awesome. I love the platform. I don't know how much time you spend on shorts, but the one that I spent, like I said, it takes me a long time to like figure out what I want to do with shorts. Even with long form videos, it takes me a very long time to work them out. But I spent 3 hours on that on that short last night, just trying to figure out what I wanted to say, how I wanted it to look, like how I made it, like how do I make it flow and make it entertaining. I don't know. I don't think I did great. I think it's okay, but Right. Exactly. At some point you gotta face the music and understand that like there are going to be people that just hate your content or don't watch it. And if you're, I don't know, like if you think about it, for me it was basketball. The first time I played basketball, the first game I played in, I scored 2 points and it was for the other team. You're talking to a guy that eventually went on to play college basketball, right? So like, I don't know, if you love it and you really enjoy it and it's a passion for you, like you're going to get better if you spend enough time, right? And so I think that's what ultimately comes down to. It's like, are you willing to put in the time to get better at it? If not, that's fine. But don't sit there and cry about it whenever shit's not going your way. You know what I mean? I don't know. An hour or two for shorts. I would really like to get a system where I'm closer to an hour or two. I struggle so hard. Part of it is because like, we're out. Whenever I'm like not, how do I word this? What's the best way? Like, how do I word this? Hold on. I gotta think about this. I get distracted very easily, especially when I'm overwhelmed and I'm like thinking really hard. I tend to like pick up my phone and just scroll. I guess is the best way of putting it, because I'm like I'm thinking about so many different aspects of a video rather than working on the scene that I'm working on. I'm like thinking about the whole video. So really trying to be intentional about working on each individual scene as it's kind of coming together. Does that make sense? Where was I? It goes over here. Right there. That is my problem. But that is again, I think that's also a skill of just being able to just sit down and, I don't know why I'm scrolling in, but something about starting on the end on the inventory and moving over to the middle, I don't know. You guys can't see the inventory anyways on the stream, so it's whatever, but Just trying to find your like workflow and your process. I guess that's how it goes for any kind of job. And this is kind of an upbeat song. What the heck? Oh. Yeah. Yeah.